That's Isaiah 6 and 10. Alright? Alright, this is Isaiah 6, verse 10. Alright? It says, and he said, Isaiah 6, verse 9, actually. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. Alright, because we're pushing this word out, right? But they're not understanding what we're saying. We're making it plain to them, alright? But a lot of our people can't understand these words, alright? Even though it's being said plain to them, right? And see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed, man. Alright? So the Heavenly Father doesn't want everyone to be healed, man. Doesn't want everyone to be converted, man. Alright? That's why everyone is not going to get it. Okay? The Most High chose who He wanted to get this from the foundation of the earth, man. They were really chosen from the foundation. Okay? From the beginning, they were chosen. Alright? This is just playing out now. Okay, so if you were a prophet of the Heavenly Father going back into your past life, you came back as a prophet, man. Alright? If you were wicked back then, you came back wicked. Alright? If you were an Edomite, you came back as an Edomite, so forth and so on, man. Alright? That's how the Heavenly Father deals with it. Okay? So there's certain people that were not supposed to get the truth, that were not supposed to have the understanding. It's saying it right here. Alright? This is Isaiah 5. Verse 10. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed, man. Alright, so he blinded them on purpose, man. The Heavenly Father blinded them on purpose because they weren't meant to receive the truth, man. Alright? The truth is only made for the elect of the nation of Israel, man. It's not made for the whole nation. It's definitely not made for the heathen, okay? Any nation outside of our nation, all right? Because the Most High was never dealing with the heathen. When you go into the New Testament, the Gentiles that it's talking about is the Israelites that lost their heritage, man, okay? Because what was happening during the time of the Greeks, man, they were Hellenizing the people. They were forcing them to keep their customs. That's what the Maccabean revolution was all about, man. It was about our people fighting to keep their customs, man. Because when these Edomites came into power, what did they do? They forced everyone to follow the ways they wanted them to be, man. To leave from their customs, to leave from their culture. But our people, the way they were always a rebellious people when it came to that, man. They always knew they were going to have problems with the Jews. They always knew they were going to have problems with us, man, with the Israelites, okay? They're like, okay, these Israelites are not going to accept this. Okay? But guess what? You had some of our people who did accept it, man. Who did come to who did bow down to the will of the Greeks, man. So what? They started to wear togas, all right? They started to go to the gym, all right? Which gymnos means naked, all right? It's a Greek word which means naked because they used to work out naked, man. That was part of what the Greeks used to do, man. They're a bunch of freaks, all right? And guess what? A lot of our people at that time, right, were assimilating to the Greek culture because they didn't want the problem, basically. Okay? So that's what was happening. And that's where you get the Gentiles. That's where you get the Israelite foreigners. Okay? Let me get matter of fact, let me get Maccabees, man. Because these devils are proud, man. The Edomites are the proudest nation on the planet Earth, man. Alright? So that's why when it's, oh, they're going to follow our customs. Because why? They're proud. They want everyone to to worship them, basically. Okay. Okay, this is First Maccabees. This is First Maccabees 1:41. All right, going into what? The king Antiochus, man. All right, or King Antiochus. All right, however you pronounce that. Okay, he was forcing our people, the Israelites, all right, to cleave unto his customs, to leave from their ways and to follow his ways. All right, and that's where you get the Gentiles from. The Gentiles are not actual heathens. They're not Moabites, Ishmaelites. Okay, they're Israelites that left their original custom, okay, that started to call themselves Greeks, and that started to call themselves Romans, okay. That's what the engrafting was about, okay. It says they were engrafted back, so you had to be part of something in order to be engrafted back to something, okay. So let me continue with that. This is First Maccabees 1:41. All right. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to the whole kingdom that all should leave from. Look at this faggot, man. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. All right. So what did he do? He said that all of them should leave their laws and follow his laws. All right, to follow his ways. Okay, that's what Antiochus did. Okay, that's where you get the Hellenistic period, man, where our people were following the customs of the Greeks, man. Okay, and that's why there needed to be that's why the Lord made it where the Gentiles could come in, man, because the Gentiles were Israelites that were calling themselves Greeks, man. All right, who were uncircumcised, who were following the ways of the Greeks, celebrating the holidays, worshiping their gods, doing all that, man. Okay? And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath, man. All right? So we had a lot of our people who didn't have enough scruples, all right, or enough dignity, all right, to not adhere to that decree. Okay, so what did they do? They became Greeks, man. They became heathens. They became Gentiles. All right. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, man. So listen, man. The so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. These Edomites are the devil, man. All right? Because Antiochus, he forced our people to sacrifice swine's flesh upon the altar, man. And according to the Bible, swine's flesh is unclean, man. Okay? A lot of our people don't want to accept that because they've always been wicked, man. All right? The Israelites has always been rebellious people, man. Okay? But that's why the Most High is going to bring destruction upon them, man. Okay? Because they don't want to adhere to the truth. All right? Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. All right, so they left all the ways of their forefathers. In other words, they left the laws, the statutes, the commandments that the Heavenly Father gave to us, man. All right, and they started to adhere to the Greek way of living. So that's where you get the Gentiles from. That's where you get the Gentiles, the uncircumcised. Okay, because our people, they were following after the ways of the heathen, man. Following after the ways of the Greeks, man. Okay, because what? It said that Antiochus made a decree that he wanted everyone in that kingdom to adhere to, man, and all the heathen had no problem with it, man. Okay, because the heathen, they're subservient, man. Whoever's in power, they'll listen to, man. All right. But us as a people, the Israelites, we were always a very rebellious people when it came to that, man. Because what? We believed in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Okay, we weren't easily persuaded to follow other people's customs, man. Okay, because what? We had laws, statutes, and commandments that we knew was the right way to live. Okay, but when Esau came in, Esau forced the people to follow after his ways, man, to follow his decrees, follow his way of living. All right. Like for example, in the kingdom of Babylon, we knew we were Israelites. We were able to observe our customs and stuff like that. Okay. In the Persian Empire, we were able to observe our customs and even able to build up the temple. Okay. But when the Greeks came into power, the Edomites, all right, we weren't able to do that. Okay. They tried to stop us from doing that, even though eventually we ended up fighting.